Because for 400 years in this land, we've been calling ourselves by names, right? By names that doesn't represent us. They call you black. You're not black. You're brown, right? They call you Negro, which just means black king, right? But you're not black again. They call you colored, as if everything in the world doesn't have color, right? They call you American descendants of slavery. But what was your identity before that? Is that as far back as your history goes? They tell you that before 1492, your people didn't exist because there was no such thing as America for you to come from, right? Who were you before you came off the boats from Africa? What was your custom? What was your culture? What did you believe in? Did you believe in? Let me get Caesar. Got Caesar. Did you believe in this man? You believed in this guy? In this pale-faced devil? This one whose description does not fit what the Bible described Christ as? Right? What did you believe in before they came and gave you Christianity? Before they came and gave you Islam? Before they came and gave you politics? Before they came and gave you your identity? Who were you? Right? Bring it up.
We're in the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 4. When he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High.
So this is who the world called Christ. He said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out the mouth of the Most High. Now you thinking, as long as you got food to eat, you're alive. That's not living. You're on the bottom of society. You think that's living? You think you was designed? Like, you think that God literally sat there and designed you to run faster, jump higher, cook better, look better, dance better than everybody else, but for you to be living check to check, for you to be living on the bottom of society? And half of us ain't living check to check. We're living beyond that. We're living below that. Why? Because the checks ain't paying enough to pay your bills. The check, your employer can decide to not put you to work. And now guess what? You're not check to check. You're working when they want you to. But you think because you have something to eat, that makes you alive. No, the scriptures say, man shall not live by bread alone. Because just because you're eating every day is keeping you alive, but you're not living. You're on the bottom of society. You are paying the price for this society to function. Somebody got to take the butt jokes. Somebody got to have the menial jobs. Somebody got to scrub the toilets in your schools. Somebody got to be the one that pick up the doodle on the side of the streets. Somebody that's got to be the one that pick up the garbage off the streets. And guess what? It's going to be you. You're left behind. Because you were brought here to be the butt of the American society. You were brought here to be the slaves in this society. Now you might think Abraham Lincoln freed you and now you're no longer a slave, but guess what? You're still a slave.
That's right.
You're still a slave in this system.
That's right.
Look at your money. Do the faces on your money look like you? You know what verse that is for Caesar? Render unto Caesar? Let me find that real quick. Because our Lord and Savior, who the world called Christ, he teaches a very valuable lesson, right? Right? Our Lord taught us a very valuable lesson. But we don't identify, we need Luke 20:25, right? But because we don't believe in the Bible, we claim we believe in the Bible. We claim America is a Christian society. So that means they should teach the things that Christ taught, right? Well, let's see what Christ taught. I want you to start up. 24. This is the words of Christ.
Go to the book of Luke chapter 20, verse 24. Show me a penny.
So Christ is saying, show me a penny. Hey, brother, you got a penny? Right? He says, show him a penny. This is Christ's words. You claim to be a Christian nation. Listen to what Christ says. He says, show me a penny.
Show me a penny whose image and superscription have it.
And he says, whose image is on that penny? Whose face is on that penny? Does it look like any face that's from your people? Or does it look like the face of somebody from another nation? Right? Then what Christ said?
Christ said, they answered and said, Caesar's.
It says, the face on the penny is Caesar's. So what did Christ say?
Verse 25. And he said, verse 25, and he said unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which be Caesar's.
So Christ said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. That money in your pocket, it ain't got the face of your forefathers on it. It got some dead slave owners' faces on it. Your money look like baseball cards for slave owners. How many slaves George Washington had? You know, it's been proven that when they dug up George Washington's bones, they found out that the teeth in his mouth wasn't his own teeth. It was the teeth from his slaves. George Washington, who wrote, I declare that all men are created equal, owned slaves. George Washington was a damn hypocrite. How can you write in one word, all men are created equal, yet you own slaves, and you was knocking their teeth out their mouth and putting it in yours? Right? It says, the face on that penny was Caesar. So what did Christ say?
And he said unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which be Caesar's.
He said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. You need to tell this so-called white man, this pale devil, that you're not interested in his money. That his money cannot buy you anymore. Like Christ said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's.
The things which be Caesar's. And to the Most High, the things which be God's.
Right? And he said, and give to God the things that are God's. So that's why we come out here to tell our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Negro and Indian descent, that you're not a Puerto Rican, you're not a Mexican, you're not a Cuban, you're not a Colombian, you're not Jamaican, you're not Haitian. You are God's chosen people. You are the sons of God. You understand that? That you are the sons of God. You have power with God. Right? Give me Romans, what's that? 8 and 19. Right? You have power with God. You are the sons of God. You think God is out here worried about, he got his sons lost, and you think he's worried about other people. And this, if one of your sons went missing, would you want to find them? Of course. Would you be worried about somebody else's son?
Of course.
Right? You're not worried about somebody else's son when your son is missing. I gotta find my son, and then we can worry about your son.
Prodigal son.
Right? We are the prodigal sons. We are the ones who left our father. Christ taught us, he said, give unto God the things that are God's. Everybody don't belong to God. God made you, God made everybody. But newsflash, God does not love everyone. That's going to be a bitter pill to swallow. God does not love everyone. You think God loves everyone? If God loves everyone, why do you think he got the crackhead in the slum smoking crack? Why do you think God got the people dying from AIDS? If God loved everyone, we'd be in heaven already if God loved everyone.
That's right.
But God doesn't love everyone. This is newsflash for you, because you're walking up and down all willy-nilly, not even oblivious to the fact that this world...
I know it.
Go ahead. What you got for me, bro? Say that again, brother. Can you come here for a second? I want you to say it in the mic so people can hear that.
Those are not all his creation.
That's right.
There you go.
Right?
All praises.
Because everybody isn't God's children. Go ahead.
Read out the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 17.
Bring it out.
The Most High love them that love me.
God loves them who loves him. Now, how do you love God? You know how you love God? How do you love God? You see, because we was talking about God doesn't love everybody, but then the scriptures say God loves those who love him. So now we're going to find out just who loves God and who God loves. So how do you love God?
Bring it out. Just bring it
No,
out.
bring it out, bring it out, brother.
I got it right here for you.
How according to the scripture, what?
She don't got no bear.
Yeah, what if I do?
I'm trying to make sure that I don't have to go back and try to fix what I'm saying.
No. Speak from the spirit. The spirit, listen, the spirit of God manifests itself in his children. So what you're saying or in your mind, it may just be from the spirit of God. Brother?
The way you love utilizing all components of, the way in how you're protected. I can't recite.
Wait, let me say something real quick. I'm going to let him break it down for you, but I just want you to know, love is an action word.
Yes, love
Is an action.
Contrary
It's
to
not
what
an
people
emotion.
think, right? Love
Now
is
that's
not-
why I go ahead. Now break it
Like,
down.
I don't. People walk up and down like, oh, I love my wife. I love my kids. I love. But what does that mean to love them? Love is an action.
It's written in the Bible how to love. And it speaks about
He's holding it, and I want you to stay where you're at. I know.
No, he's holding it. I just wanted you to put you
We'll bring it
down
up.
the path about it being an action.
In John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments.
You hear how you love God?
If you love me, keep my commandments. I got another piece of 2 John chapter 1 verse 6.
Bring it out.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
See that? That's in two different places. It
First
says
John.
this is love.
1 John 4:3.
Yep. I want that one. Get the first John 4 and 3 also.
2 John chapter 1 verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as you have heard from the beginning, he should walk in it.
Right? So God then told us how we love him. Is we can't, like I can't give God a pat on the back on a bad day. I can't go when God say, hey, son, give me a cup of water. I can't run downstairs in the kitchen and go get God a cup of water. I can't cash out God $50 when he's short. So how do we show God that we love him? By doing what he says, keeping his commandments, right? You got the first one?
We have the book of 1 John chapter 4 verse 3. And every spirit,
No, 3 and 4.
or 3 and 4, okay. 1 John 3 and 4.
5 and
4 and 3. So 4 and 3, man.
That's okay.
4 and 3 or 5 and 3. Either one of them.
That's okay, it's okay, right? But the point is that to love God, we have to keep his commandments, right? And this is how we show God we love him. So once we show God we love him, because the Most High, give me Deuteronomy chapter 4, and verse 12, right? Because the Most High, now, you're familiar with the Bible, right? You don't remember where we got the commandments from? From Moses, right? Now, you know who was in the wilderness there? What people was in the wilderness? Egyptians? No. No, Moses was an Israelite who grew up in the house of Pharaoh. Yes, he grew up as if he was an Egyptian inside the Pharaoh's house, but he was a Israelite. Now, critical thinking right now, right? So God says, if you love me, keep my commandments. But then I asked you, where did we get the commandments from? From Moses. Who did Moses give the commandments to? Israel. So how can God love everybody if he didn't give everybody the commandments? You understand me?
Well, I do understand this. My only thought is, I don't mean to challenge.
No, that's okay. That's what we're out here for. We're out here for you, brother.
So, if he gave them to Moses for the Israelites,
Uh-huh.
then he loved the Israelites enough to make sure that they got the
Absolutely. That's it right there. But what about the Moabite? What about the Perizzite? What about the Elamite? These are other nations of people that did they get the commandments? So does God love? Is it possible for God? Exactly, but is it possible for God to love them? But God said, let's get it back again. Proverbs, and you get me 1 John, 2 John 1:6. I want you to hear it. Because God said, I love them, she loves me. Right? We're walking somewhere. If God says, I love those who love me, and he also says, this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. 1 John 5:3, that's what it is.
Right.
Give me 1 John 5:3.
First John chapter 5, verse 3. Bring it out. For this is love. This is the love of the Most High.
It says, read it verbatim. It says, for this is the love of God.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
And that we keep his commandments. So in order for us, God says he loved those who love him. This is how we show God we love him, that we keep in his commandments. So what about the people who didn't get his commandments? Is it possible for God to love them? Because God said he loved those who love him. But to love him, you have to keep his commandments. You see what I'm saying? It's a nice little circle God is letting you know.
He's omnipotent. And he's
Yes,
omniscient. So
omniscient, he knows all things. Omnipotent means that ultimate power.
So how would he not? So listen.
But is the so-called, let's say, so-called Indian person who wasn't in the wilderness with Moses to get the commandments, how can he show God he loved him when God didn't give him his commandments? And God says he loves those who love him, and loving him means you keep his commandments. So give me Isaiah 40:16. Nah, you could drop that. Give me Isaiah 14 and 16. 40 and 16. Give me the Romans that you was holding. I want you to understand, brother. So
I'm just saying, the people who
the point that we're making.
who are Native Americans who were born in America 1,000 years after this incident, because God is all powerful, I can't.
You guys cannot.
No, go ahead, brother. We not by we
I can't denounce it. God is incapable of giving them the commandments just because they weren't dying.
but if there's recorded history of them getting the commandments from God.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Give me Psalms 149 verse 9. This is the Bible. What's that?
17?
Yeah, come. 140.
Then 17.
17, come.
147 and 19, right? 147.
47 and 19.
Right.
Because you said you don't know if he gave him the commandments. Let's see what he says in the word.
We're in the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19.
Bring it out.
He showed his word unto Jacob,
Showed his word unto Jacob,
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
He has not dealt so with any nation. So, the point that I'm trying to draw a picture for you, because the scriptures,
Is that up to that period? Up to that time period?
no.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High, Lord.
So it says, as for his judgments, they have not known them. The other nations does not know them. Give me Amos 3:3. It's going to show you, this is a repeated theme in the Bible. Give me Joel 2:17. This is a repeated theme in the Bible. God gave Israel the law. He does not deal with any other nation or people. And if you didn't get the law, you can't love him. And if you didn't, right? You understand? If you didn't get the law, you can't love him. And he doesn't love people who don't love him.
Well, hold on. That's if you didn't get the law, you can't love them.
Absolutely.
Then how can you get the law if you weren't there?
Absolutely. That's the catch-22 of it.
God is omnipotent.
God is omnipotent, all-powerful, yes. All forgiving. The Bible doesn't say that. So,
God is omnipotent.
uh-huh.
I'm not challenging it. I'm just trying to make sense of it myself.
Okay.
He's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end.
Absolutely.
There's no particular space or time period that he needs to exist for you to like.
So the scriptures teach that God is ancient of days, meaning he exists before there was the concept of days, right? So God has always been, and he always will be. That's what the phrase Alpha and Omega means. It's not literal, the beginning and end. What it means is it's a phrase of incompatibility, that there's nothing like him. Right? It's not a literal statement. Now,
Hebrews 13:8 for Yahushua.
so the point is, let's see Amos 3:3.
We're going to Amos chapter 3, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Can two walk together? We're going to Amos chapter 3, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Says you only. Start at verse 1. Let's see who he's talking to.
We're going to Amos chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Most High Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel,
So who is God talking about? The children of Israel, right?
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Against the whole family, all 12 tribes. If you're familiar with the story, Jacob and his 70 descendants went into the land of Egypt and came out. They spent about 225 years in Egypt and came back up a multitude, millions, right? So he said he got this word that he got to speak against the whole family. Everybody that came out the loins of Jacob, right?
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
God said, you only, Israel only have I known of all the families of the earth. Of course, he made them. But it's like, I'll give a rough example.
I'm just trying to.
It's like you got a lot of shirts, right? You bought a lot of shirts. But for whatever reason, come laundry day, you always end up going back to a particular one, right? Yeah, exactly, right? So that's your favorite shirt. It's no different than God with Israel. You understand? He made a lot of different shirts, people, but he only liked this one. Now, give me Romans chapter 9. Now, people, that's why it's bitter for people to swallow that God only loves one.
Well, can I interrupt you?
Go ahead, brother.
So now, so the Emperor Constantine. All right, but he went back and worked a lot of things out in this book in this way.
That's not how it actually went, but go ahead.
Within like 2 or 3 days.
So I'll tell you. Constantine,
Council.
now see,
There's a lot of things that have been.
so the Nicene Council. I know. I'll tell you. Constantine was
And they do that shit driving.
Rome, right? He was the emperor of Rome in the 380, like about in the 300s, right? About maybe 200 and some odd year after Christ lived, right? What he did was he made Christianity the official religion of Rome. He had nothing to do with what was in the book.
Let them know he's a black Israelite too.
And of course, by that time, black people were ruling Rome, right?
Constantine was a black Israelite.
Dark
Absolutely.
Ages?
Yes. Well, that's before the Dark Ages, but it led into the white people going into the Dark Ages because we was already ruling.
Right,
at that point.
193.
Right? So, but the point is he didn't have anything to do with what was in the book. The Nicene Council, because that's where you get the Nicene Creed from. The Nicene Creed came out of the Nicene Council. The Nicene Council was about the deityhood of Christ, who the world called Christ. That was the argument of the day. Was Christ a man or was Christ God? And the Nicene Creed that you recite in church when you was growing up, that was a result of that council where they voted that Christ is God. Mind you, this is about 300 years, 200 and some odd years after Christ died. About 40 years after Christ died, something significant happened. The fall of Jerusalem, where
Right.
Christ in the Bible told the Israelites, leave Jerusalem, leave the land. So by the time the Nicene Council came around, the majority of the people there were no longer so-called black people. You understand? It was no longer Israelites. The only thing, and that's where you get Christianity from, because all forms of Christianity hold fast to the Nicene Creed, and they all say that Christ is God, but we don't teach that. We teach what the Bible said. Christ is a man, right? Christ never said he was God. Christ said he does nothing on his own, but our Father. In Luke chapter 19, Christ is praying to God to take the cup away from him because Christ didn't want to die. You understand? So he's praying to him, from their understanding, Christ is praying to himself, asking himself to not kill himself. Doesn't make any sense, right? So what we're teaching you, you can drop that. Go back to Romans. This is the point of and I'll let you go because I know you for a while. And if you want to, you can stay. But
I actually got to get my dog.
all right.
But yeah, man.
I got one verse for you before you go. 8 and 19. Right?
We're book of Romans chapter 8, verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God.
It says the earnest expectations of the creature. So they're the world, not just the people, the animals, the birds. It says their earnest expectation, their biggest hope is for the manifestation of the sons of God. Is for when we come back into authority. That's what the creatures are waiting for. That's what the Bible is saying, right?
Right. For the creature was made subject to vanity.
Because while we're not ruling, they are now subject to vanity. You know what vanity is? Like foolishness, right? And you know what's foolishness? The fact is that none of these trees out here can produce any kind of fruit. Why? Because it's against New York City law for you to grow fruits within the city. But they gotta have trees because we need the trees to breed, but the trees just can't produce fruits. Why? Because this is a capitalistic society and they don't want you to get nothing for free. That's vanity. We can have trees, the trees just can't bear fruit. You understand that? That's vanity. The world is waiting for us. God said, when you move to a place, don't cut down the trees. This man, the so-called white man, will tear down the trees and build up projects. For what? Right? Because the creatures are subject to vanity. Go ahead.
For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope.
So now all the creation is waiting for us to take our place. So how do we get our place back? By coming back to the laws, statutes, commandments, and your nationality according to the Bible, that you are Israelites. Give me one quick verse, because I want you to see something. Give me 2:20. Because who's the Son of God? It said the creatures are waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God, right? See, this is how you read the Bible. The Bible tells a thorough, comprehensive story. We just got to understand, like you read here to understand. Because this book is written by Hebrew people. So for you to get understanding of Hebrew people, you got to have the Hebrew mindset, Hebrew thought, how they see things. Genesis 32 and 20.
Yep. Read out the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 20. And say ye, moreover, behold, thy servant Jacob is behind us.
Where's Jacob and the angel? That's right here.
28. Read out the book of Genesis.
27.
Read out the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 27. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob.
So this is after Jacob wrestled with the angel. The angel asked him, what's your name? And our forefather Jacob said, Jacob. Let's see what the angel said.
And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
He says, your name is no longer Jacob. Your name is now Israel. Why?
For as a prince has thou...
Hold on, let's take that down. What's a prince? The son of a king. All praises. So he says, like a prince.
For as a prince, thou hast power with the Most High power.
He said, like a prince, you got power with God. So if you see that, God is treating us as a prince. So what does that mean? If God says you're his prince, what does that mean God is saying to you? Exactly. That you are now the son of God, right? Go ahead.
Prince with God and with men.
And with man. So God he says, now you're a prince, you got power with me and with man. Go ahead.
And has prevailed.
And we will prevail over men. Because you ever wonder why, like, LeBron can just run down the fast court and just look like a monster and nobody can stop him? Or why Barry Bonds got the all-time home run leader? Or why Tiger Woods was the greatest golfer ever? Or why Serena Williams is the best tennis player ever? Or why nobody could dance like Michael Jackson or Chris Brown? Or James Brown? Why nobody can touch us in anything? Because we are the sons of God. God blessed us. He said that we'll prevail over man. Right? No matter what you do, you're going to be better than these other people. Even in our lower state, even in our brothers that you see strung out on drugs, right? Even in the lower state, they can repent and come back to God, and God will lift them up. You understand that? Why? Because we got power with God. And with man, and we prevail, right? I'm going to pass it off to
No, but say real quick, let them know the reason they're in that fall is because of the Most High.
And the reason we're in that form is because, like the brother said, God said he loved those who love him. You love him by keeping the commandments. So if you don't keep the commandments, you know what's the alternative. God ain't dealing with you, so he allow you to be subject to everything. Right? Because it's one thing to be ruled over by another person, right? But you look at the substance abuse issue. They're not ruled over by another person. They're ruled over by a substance. You understand? That's the lowest of the low, right? But God can clean them up and bring them up. You said you had one?
Yeah, read out the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 27. And God, the Most High, created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Created he him, male and female created he them.
So God created us in his image, right? In his likeness. What's his image? he gave us the rules. So that the commandments, the rules for us to live like a God amongst men, right? Why? Because how you feel about like shrimp, crab, lobster? You like that? That's like delicacy, right?
What is that camera? See that camera at the bottom?
All praises. See, that's in your spirit.
The bottom?
Because that God says that's an abomination,
No, that's
right? God gave us
like a video
rules on how we're supposed to live, how we're
Yeah,
supposed
what is
to
that
eat,
about?
how we're supposed to
I don't
treat.
know. Maybe to bring somebody on. I don't know.
But because we don't do those, God said, fine, I love those who love me. So if that's how y'all feel, do you. Give me last verse. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 31. I want to show you something because God teaches us, hey, you either going to serve me or you're going to serve everything else. Right? Because you're going to serve your woman, she's going to have you running laps around. Hey, do this, hey, do that, hey, do this. I'm hungry. I need it. I need. Or you're going to serve addiction. Wake up, smoke a blunt. Eat, smoke a blunt. Go to work, smoke a blunt. Take a break, smoke a blunt. Go to
Take a
sleep,
blunt?
smoke a blunt.
Smoke a
Take a
blunt.
shower, smoke a
Smoke a blunt? Smoke a blunt.
you're not ruling your life if you gotta smoke a blunt to do everything. Not everything. If you gotta smoke a blunt to do anything, you're not ruling your life, right? Give me Proverbs 1 and 31.
Got the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 31. Therefore,
Start at 30.
yes, sir. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 30. They would none of my counsel.
So God said, because you don't want to do none of my counsel, none of the advice that I gave you,
They would do none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof.
because they despise all of God's reproof. What's God's reproof? Us coming out here telling you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. They despise us. Not them black Hebrew Israelites, not them niggas with Bibles.
That's right.
Right? That's how they look at us. They despise the reproof of God. Go ahead.
Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way.
So God said he's going to give you what you want. You're going to eat the fruit of your own ways. Go ahead.
And be filled with their own devices.
And you're going to be filled with your own devices. Let's continue with that. Let's continue with that.
So their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them.
Because this commandment is simple. God says, turning away from the simple, God said his commandments are not grievous. So he says, for you turning away from the simple, the easiness, it's going to slay you. It's going to kill you.
And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
And the prosperity of fools, because they look at the white man, oh, Trump got all this money. Look at how the white man living. It says the prosperity of fools is going to kill them because they don't want this, the law, statutes, and commandments, right? You said you got precept, and I'll let you go.
You go out this place. This is a precept of 131.
Then the book of Proverbs, chapter 21.
Back up.
Read the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding.
So it says, if you wander out of the way of understanding, I'm not going to read it, but in Deuteronomy chapter 4, it says that God gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments, and that is our understanding in the sights of the nation, right? So it says, the man that wander out of the way of understanding
shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You're the walking dead. That's what God calls it. You're the walking dead. Right? What's your name, brother? What's your name? Ron? All praises, brother. Check out the flyer, man.
Take your time. The whole Bible. There's a part where it says, "Thou shalt not teach thy children." The children, when you walk by the way, all that stuff. Read the Bible.
And I'll pass it on to the next speaker with that, the destruction of America.
Cool, man. Thanks for stopping, man. Appreciate you.
Reading all praises to the Most High.
All praises. That was good.
First and foremost, coming back out. Give all praises to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? And we're only out here for you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, right? Let's get Isaiah 66 because unlike you, we know the prophecies of the Bible. right? We know that you're going to be jammed up in a third world war. Okay? Right? And time is getting short, so we're only out here. Oh, these guys are outside, there's snow on the ground. Yeah, we outside, and there's snow on the ground, right? That doesn't change the judgment of America, and that doesn't change the judgment of Israel. Okay? Right? You mock, who was that? Drewski Drewski? Was he mocking us?
Khan.
Right? Drewski better repent, or Drewski's going to catch a judgment from the Lord. Okay? Let's get Isaiah 66. I don't need to commentary. Let's go for Isaiah 66. Start at 1. All right? You see, I know you people love social media. You love the mockery videos. You love Drewski. But Drewski's not telling you you're going to get jammed up in the Third World War. Okay? Drewski's not telling you that there's going to be a judgment for mocking the Most High. Let's go ahead.
Everybody pass.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 1. God said the Most High Lord.
So this is the Most High's words. It's our own.
No, I tried to say.
Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you better understand and realize America is a sinking ship. Okay? America is nothing but a sinking ship, and America is on borrowed time. All right, you can try to shop away the recession. You're not going to shop away this recession that you're going into. You're not going to shop away the housing collapse that's coming. All right, let's go ahead.
Heaven is my throne.
So the Most High said that heaven is his throne. Okay, so while you down here milling around,
Hey,
you don't believe the words of the Most High.
They said,
right?
but you still want the money.
What's that?
That the sisters say, but you still want the money.
What money? Whose money? Who is she?
That's what they said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever that is, she's going to get some missiles for her money.
And the earth is my footstool.
The Most High said the earth is his footstool.
You said eat a nuclear bomb?
Eat a nuclear missile. Right? They want to try to get the money. You want to do everything else but hear the words of the Lord.
That's
why
right.
The Most High said there's going to be a remnant that be saved.
I think that probably got it.
Okay, go ahead. Here we go. You know what?
Where is the house that ye built unto me? And where is the place of my rest? Verse 2. For all those things have my work had made.
So the Most High built the heavens, the Most High built the earth, right? You think you evolved out of some kind of bacteria as human beings and then have all these resources in the earth? Right? All these resources in the earth. You breathe the air, you drink the water, you eat the food, right? You extract the metals out of the earth and you think you came out of bacteria, right? What do they call it? Evolution?
Yeah.
No, that's pseudoscience. Go ahead.
All those things have mine had made.
So the Most High made everything that you're looking at, the Most High did, right? And a lot of you won't believe it until the Third World War, until America's jammed up in it, right? Till you're in a recession, right? Go ahead.
And all those things have been, saith the Most High, but to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit.
So the Most High is looking for some of you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans to wake up, all right? The Most High is only out here, and we're speaking through the Most High to you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, okay? Because a lot of you young people out here, you will be entering the U.S. military draft here soon. Conscription is coming back, right? They will be issuing another draft because you young people got to fight this Third World War, all right? I'm too old to go to the draft. Well, I appreciate that. Testing. You hear me? Testing. You hear me? Testing. Let me get that one back. This might be a little low.
Use the plug-in. The plug-in's not working?
No, you can't hear you on the plug-in. This one cuts in and out as well.
All right.
Right? But let's continue on, okay? Because we're teaching the word of the Most High. Brother, you know you're an Israelite according to the Bible? Right?
He said thank you.
He said thank you, right? Thank you. That's not enough, right? No one's not enough, brother. Come on, let's talk about it, right? And this is why the Most High says that America's judgment is going to be the worst days the world has ever seen, right? Because the pride of America, the pride that America has exuded around the world for the last 200-300 years is an empire. But the light is slowly dimming on the American empire, just like it's dimming on the British Empire. and so-called white man, woman, and child, you are up next for slavery. You are up next, according to the Bible.
That's right.
You better get ready, go to the gym, stretch, do yoga. You're up next. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 2. For all those things have God had made, and all those things have been, saith the Most High.
Right, so the Most High made the heavens and the earth, man, woman, and child, okay? 18 nations in the earth, okay? Go ahead.
But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word.
Go ahead.
He that killeth an ox is as of if he slew a man.
Go ahead.
He that sacrifices a lamb, as if he cut off a dog's neck.
Go ahead.
He that offereth an oblation, as if he offered swine's blood. He that burneth incense, as if he blessed an idol. Yea, they have chosen their own ways.
So our people are choosing their own ways to this very day, right? You don't want to hear the Most High. You don't want to listen to the words of the Bible. You think we're crazy, but we're going to get the last laugh according to the Bible, right? And that's what our people continue to do. So we're only here to beg you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans to repentance. All right? Go ahead.
Yea, they have chosen their own ways.
So our people have chosen their own ways. You forgot about the Bible. You forgot about the Most High, right? Go ahead. You think America, which is a sinking ship, is going to bail you out, all right? America reaches 250 years July 4th. Okay, America will have 250 years as a country July 4th. Okay, and if you look at any empire around the world, they haven't done more than 250 plus, maybe 255 years. So America is getting ready to get on that decline we've been talking about. All right, go ahead.
And their soul delighteth in their abominations.
Right, so you people love to do all manner of wickedness, man. Okay? You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and especially the Most High is talking to you. Like, you need to repent. You need to come back to your nationality. Right? Go ahead.
I also will choose their delusions.
Right, so the Most High is definitely choosing a lot of our people's delusion. Right? Jammed up in Christianity, Catholicism, right? A lot of our brothers coming home and ended up Muslim. Right? There is no other book that preaches salvation and has prophecies in it outside of the Bible.
That's right.
All right? This is the only book that has the prophecies. Okay? Right? And we're watching them jump off the page as America continues on. We're watching the prophecies of the Bible jump off the page each time Trump opens his mouth, man.
That's right.
Right? The Third World War, the economy getting ready to crash. And it's not going to be like 1929 or 2008. You're not coming back from this one, okay? This economic crash is going to be worse than 29. It's going to be worse than 2008, and you're not coming back, all right? China doesn't care about America's debt anymore. Russia doesn't care about America's debt. Nobody's going to buy your debt while you shop on these credit cards. Who's going to alleviate that for you going into the next 5 to 6 years? Nobody. So what's going to happen to America? America's going to collapse. Go ahead.
I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them.
Right, so the Most High has got some fearful times laid up for you, right? I know you can't tell today. It's a beautiful night. You got 40-degree weather. Feels like 80. You can shop till you drop on those credit cards. Life is great. Valentine's Day. Your girl making you spend $400 today. Has she been treating you like hell for the last 3 weeks?
Last 364 days.
Just because you're out here on February 14th isn't going to stop the Third World War. Right? Go ahead.
Because when I called, none did answer.
Right, so we're calling out to you via the Most High right now. We're calling out to our people. We're pleading with our people, right? Because we want salvation and we want you to have salvation. How about Hashem Yahushua? All right, because we have the correct doctrine out here. Don't you know it's prophesied that the Most High would provide the correct doctrine in the last days? That's why we out here, right? Get Ezekiel 2 on this side. Get Ezekiel 2. Read that last part back, right? Brother, we're trying to reach out to you, brothers and sisters. Y'all are Israelites according to the the Bible. There is salvation for you. Right? How the hell you built this country the last 250 years and you're going to go into the next 200 years on the bottom? It's not going to happen according to the Bible. Go ahead.
Because when I called, none did answer.
So we're calling out to our people via the scriptures. Some of you answer, some of you won't answer. Right? The Most High plants the seed, the Most High gets the increase. We plant the seed, the Most High gets the increase. Right? Go ahead.
When I spake, they did not hear.
So we're speaking the words of the Most High, but you people don't want to listen to it. But that's okay. Right? That's okay. That's all right. We're commanded to come out here and teach. Right? And the pride of America is what's going to get America destroyed. Just like the Bible says. The Most High is building up that pride. Building up that pride. Right? The famine of the word is set in as we speak. Right? Go ahead.
That's right.
But they did evil before my eyes and choked that in which I
Right, so we choose every day here in America, which the Most High is against. Okay, America is not, the Most High is not for America. Right? The God of this Bible hates America.
That's right.
According to the scriptures, right? You people talk, and you know some of the most racist people in the world are so-called white Christians. You know some of the most racist people in the world are white Christian.
The KKK.
Right? How the hell does that work?
The KKK is a Christian.
The KKK is a Christian organization. White people hate your guts. When are you going to realize that? And wake up and come back to your nationality. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 5. Hear the word of the Most High, ye that trouble at his word, your brethren that hated you,
Go ahead.
that cast you out for my name's sake,
Go ahead.
said, let the Most High be glorified.
Brother, you're an Israelite according to the Bible. You want to talk about it? Nope. Go ahead.
Nope.
Let the Most High be glorified.
See, that's why we just wrote that scripture, man. People gotta choose their own ways, man. Right? So there's an example right here. Hey, nope. Go ahead.
But he shall appear to your joy. They shall be ashamed.
So what happens when the Most High appears to some of our joy and the man says, no, to his shame? Right? Read that last part again. Okay, read that last part again and get your precept, right? Because that's the perfect example. Our people don't want to hear it, man. Go ahead.
And they shall be ashamed.
Out of my face.
A voice of noise from the city. A voice from the temple.
Get your precept. Water. Ezekiel 2. Start 1. Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee.
So the Most High told us to stand on our feet, and he will speak to you, sister, telling you you're an Israelite according to the Bible. She don't want to hear it. She's a white Christian. She loves white Christians. Right? Go ahead. Go ahead. Verse 2.
And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me.
So the same thing happened to Ezekiel. Nothing new under the sun. Okay, and we're trying to teach our people, reach to our people before this third world war breaks off. Because America's a sinking ship. The American Empire is about to set.
Right.
The British Empire is about to set. Okay? The Third World War is going to level that playing field, and there's going to be a massive reset. If you don't know, now you know. Go ahead.
And set me upon my feet. And I heard him that spake unto me.
Go ahead.
And he said unto me,
What do you say?
Son of man, I send thee to the children of
So
Israel.
the Most High said he sent his prophets to the children of Israel. No, he sent them to the white man. A rape, robber, and a murderer. Go ahead.
I send thee to the children of Israel.
The Most High always was sent to the children of Israel. Okay, not some Arab or some white man who's a pedophile, right? And they only caught Epstein, right? Oh, they only caught Epstein. They didn't catch the rest of these so-called white men, women, and children who are also pedophiles. Go ahead.
To a rebellious nation,
Most High was sent to who?
to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me.
So only you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans have rebelled against the Most High. Brother, you know you're Israelite according to the Bible?
To this day.
Right. I'll buy that $400 dinner if we have a conversation that you're about to spend. Let's talk about it. Right? So our people can go spend $500 tonight on a day that doesn't make any sense, but you don't want to hear the words of the Bible.
Love day.
Right? Go ahead.
They and their fathers had transgressed against me even until this day.
So we're talking to y'all, man. We're out here for our people. Okay, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, this Bible is your book. Okay, the Israelites were dark-skinned people. All right? Not those fake Khazarians who took up your nationality who are in the land today.
Triple F.
Right? So you need to start digging into history. See, that's what people don't want to do. They don't want to study. Okay, you don't want to go into history. You don't want to look up the different kingdoms. All right? You want to sit here in America and waste away. You want to sit here in America and hope the so-called white man, woman, and child give you a crumb. Right? That's all you're doing over here. Wasting away, being grinded to death. You think these poor white people want to be down here with you? They don't have a choice. Right? They don't have a choice to be down here, but they have to be because America's not what it used to be. Go ahead.
Yeah.
For they are imputed children.
What the Most High call you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans?
For they are imputed children.
Imputed children. Stone-faced, hard-headed. That's what the children of Israel are to this very day.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And stiff-hearted.
And stiff-necked. Right? Go ahead.
And I do send thee unto them.
Right, so the Most High sends us to our people. That's why you see Israelites on the corner all around the world today. No matter what weather it is, no matter what temperature, leading our people back to the Most High, back to the Bible before you find out America's going to crumble after this Third World War. After this economic collapse that's coming. You're not coming back like you did in 2008 and 1929. Stock market crash, housing market crash, job market crash, and it's not going to recover. Go ahead.
And thou shalt say unto them, Thus said the Lord our one, Most High Power.
So thus said the Lord, you black, Hispanics, Native Americans, y'all are Israelites according to the Bible. Okay, go ahead. See, you believe in Valentine's Day more than you believe in the Bible, right? Watch how far that drags you. Go ahead.
And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
So whether you hear us or whether you forbear to hear us, that's not our problem. That's yours. Okay? That's your problem. Go ahead.
For they are a rebellious house.
Right, so the Most High called the Israelites, who are the children of the Most High, a rebellious house. And that's why you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are on the bottom with this so-called white man's foot on your neck. But that's getting ready to run out. Okay? Go ahead.
Yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
So you're not going to consider the words of this Bible until it's too late, a lot of you, right? And unfortunately, a lot of our people aren't going to consider the words of this Bible until it's too late, until you're facing the Third World War. Your little brother got drafted, your little sister got drafted, both of your little brothers got drafted and put back out in Europe on the front line like World War II, right? But this war isn't going to be like the war in World War II, right? They're going to need about 300,000 of you young people to throw at it, right? You YouTube kids, you Snapchat kids, you're going to be on the front line of this war, right? Skinny jean kids on the front line of a major war, a major conflict, right? And the best these kids can do is play Call of Duty. Go ahead.
And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them,
Go ahead.
neither be afraid of their words.
Go ahead.
Through berries and thorns be with thee, and thou dost dwell among scorpions.
Right, so we dwell among scorpions. We dwell among people who scorn us for this word, right? You don't believe in this Bible, but this Bible believes in you.
That's right.
You don't believe in the Third World War, but the Third World War believes in you.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed of their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
So the Most High said, yeah, they're going to be rebellious. I'm going to send some fishermen out.
Bugging me out,
They're going to be
man.
rebellious. They don't want to
They
hear
on- they on
it.
video
They're going to
right
continue
now.
to smoke weed on Valentine's Day, go up and down the street, have no knowledge of the Most High, but know everything about Valentine's Day. You don't know anything about this Bible, but you know you got to spend $600-700 tonight, right? On Valentine's Day, so-called Valentine's Day. It's time for our people to wake up, all right? Because America is in an hourglass situation.
That's right.
Okay, America's in a fourth quarter. All right?
2-minute warning.
America's in a 2-minute warning situation. All right, and all you can do is go out for Valentine's Day. Go ahead.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
Right, so we're only out here. Brother, you know you're an Israelite according to the Bible?
No.
Nope. Right? Right? Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Bring it
Our
out.
people are stiff-necked and hard-headed, man. Our people don't consider, right? You don't consider that you are the Jews of the Bible, the real Jews. Go ahead. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Bring it out.
Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Right. And this is why you've been in America, so-called black man, woman, and child. You've been here in America for what, the past, since 1619. You've been here for over 400 years, and the only thing these other nations done has worked to arrest your development. Right? You've been here for the past 400 years, and you built America practically, and you don't know who the hell you are. Right? How the hell you build America and you don't know who you are? Just like what Bad Bunny did the Super Bowl halftime show. He kind of went over how the so-called white man went into Puerto Rico and it made them slaves chopping sugar cane. Did you catch that?
Yeah,
Right? Did you catch that? You see how Bad Bunny turned the Super Bowl halftime show into a history lesson almost? So that goes to show that you so-called white man, woman, and child, you have the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You slaved and you slaved over in Puerto Rico and you enslaved here. Right? And there's a judgment for that.
That's
Okay,
right.
according to the Bible. Go ahead, read on. The book of Ezekiel chapter
2, verse 7 from the top again. And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
Right, so we're out here to speak the words of the Most High. That's it. We're out here to sacrifice, to put some work in for the Most High. All right, go ahead.
Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because
God has rejected knowledge. So our people have rejected knowledge. Okay, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you have rejected knowledge. You've rejected the words of the Most High, and that's why you've been on the bottom in captivity for the past 400 years like the Bible said you would be. And you rejected the knowledge of the Most High. That's why the other nations build up America. Okay, that's why the so-called white man, woman, and child hate your guts, because you are a rebellious house. Okay, it's time for our people to wake up. Go ahead.
I will also reject thee.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Right, so the Most High rejected you. Right? So how did the Most High reject us?
Put us into slavery, made us chop sugar cane, made us chop tobacco, made us pull cotton, right? Pick cotton, right? Gentrifying in neighborhoods, right? That's how the Most High continues to make you suffer these curses, man. Right? This is how the Most High continues to get your attention with the other nations. And you just can't shake it. You just can't shake it. Read on.
See, thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children.
Right, so the Most High says,
Since you forgot the law of his power, he will also forget thy children. You know what that means? You know what that means when the Most High says, I will forget your children, I will forget you, right? That means slavery. That means systematic and systemic racism for the past 400 years. If you don't know what the hell, what, when, where, or why, okay? Boxed in on every side, man. These are the curses that the Most High is finally passing on to our enemies, man.
Death in the street.
Right? Death in the streets. Okay, and it's finally high time that the Most High start to slowly turn that gear so these so-called, these curses come upon our enemies, man. Okay, go ahead. Verse 7, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. We sinned against the Most High, not these other nations. Right? That's why all these other nations hate you, because you sinned against the Most High. We sinned against the Most High. Right? So we're only trying to bid our people back to the marriage. All right? Now, that's a little bit excessive. Right? Go ahead, read that precept.
Except for that last one, yeah.
Read that book of
1 Kings chapter 9, verse 6. But if ye shall